In a recent court ruling, a Russian artist named Alexandra Skochilenko has been sentenced to 7 years in prison for replacing supermarket price tags with messages advocating for an end to the conflict in Ukraine. The verdict was delivered by a court in St. Petersburg shortly after Skochilenko made a final statement, pleading with the judge to show compassion and wisdom by setting her free. Along with the prison term, Skochilenko has also been banned from using the internet for the next 3 years. The state prosecutor had initially requested an 8-year jail sentence. Following the announcement of the verdict, Skochilenko's supporters expressed their discontent by chanting, "Disgrace, disgrace." However, Skochilenko remained composed and even made a heart shape with her hands as she stood in the courtroom cage, surrounded by police officers. Skochilenko, who has already spent over a year and a half in prison, admitted to replacing price tags in a supermarket on March 31, 2022, with pieces of paper containing anti-war messages and criticisms of the authorities. However, she denied the formal charge of knowingly spreading false information about the army. Critics argue that this case is part of a broader crackdown on individuals who speak out against Russia's military operation in Ukraine. Since the deployment of troops to Ukraine last year, Russia has tightened its laws on dissent in an attempt to silence critics amidst what President Vladimir Putin portrays as a struggle against the West. During her final statement, Skochilenko emphasized her pacifist beliefs and her commitment to valuing human life above all else. She urged the judge to consider the historical significance of their decision and to demonstrate how conflicts can be resolved through words and compassion. Skochilenko's lawyers argued that she had not committed any crime and raised concerns about her ability to survive in prison due to her severe intolerance of gluten, known as celiac disease. Amnesty International has declared her a prisoner of conscience. In a direct address to the state prosecutor, Skochilenko questioned the morality of imprisoning a seriously ill artist for the act of replacing price tags with 5 pieces of paper. She expressed her fearlessness in the face of adversity and suggested that her government's fear of her was the reason behind her confinement in a cage, likening herself to the most dangerous of animals. This ruling has sparked further debate about freedom of expression and the treatment of dissenting voices in Russia. The case of Alexandra Skochilenko serves as a reminder of the ongoing tensions surrounding the conflict in Ukraine and the measures taken by the Russian government to suppress opposition.